start with Sefer Shmiras Haloshon, and our topic today is fear of God. Okay, let's see. In the book of Tehillim, Psalms, David HaMelech declares, "The beginning of wisdom is the fear of Hashem." It's from Tehillim 1:11-10. In the book of Mishlei, Proverbs, David's son Shlomo declares, "The beginning of the wisdom is to acquire wisdom." There is the wisdom of Torah, Mishlei 4:7. This is no contradiction, for our sages have taught, if there is no fear of God, there is no wisdom. If there is no wisdom, there is no fear of God. It's from Avos 3:21. Elsewhere, Shlomo teaches, if you seek it out like the silver and search it like the buried treasures, then you will comprehend the fear of Hashem and the knowledge of God you will find. It's from Mishlei 2 and verses 4 and 5. Those who search for silver or other precious items do not engage in such pursuits for a day or two. They pursue their quest relentlessly until discovery and then begin to search for more. So it is with fear of Hashem. A Jew who forever ponders his Creator's greatness and the good which he continuously showers upon a man will forever attain the higher level of awe for one above. Without such a growth, one's wisdom will do little good. A person's lack in the fear of Hashem will be uninspired to fulfill the mitzvahs in all their details, no matter how well he has studied them. Moreover, his faculties will be untuned to those laws which govern their use. Fear of Hashem inspires a person to guard his tongue in accordance with laws which he has studied. A lack of such a fear causes one to ignore these laws. Unbelievable. Very powerful piece. Okay, so let's do it again and we're going to explain. So from the beginning. In the books of Tehillim, David HaMelech says, the beginning of wisdom is fear of Hashem. So, and as we explained in the past, so what does it mean? Simple understanding. In order to fear Hashem, like the one that you cannot see, you cannot comprehend, basically. You cannot sense, right? So only with comprehension, only when you have a wisdom, or like a deep wisdom, then you know who is Hashem and what He's capable of doing, right? And that everything depends on Him, and then you're going to fear Him. In order to fear Him, you must have wisdom. In the book of Mishlei, David's son Shlomo declares the beginning of wisdom is to acquire wisdom. So one know how to get the wisdom. So you start wisdom is the Torah. That's the only wisdom. Other things secondary, right? So you how to get wisdom? Wisdom meaning the fear of Hashem. You learn Torah. Continue. This is no contradiction, for our sages have taught, if there is no fear of God, there is no wisdom. Right? So meaning very interesting. If there is no fear of God, there is no wisdom. So meaning the person does not understand. If there is no wisdom, no fear of God. Okay, it's from Avos 3:1. Right? If no wisdom, meaning a person does not know what, like a child, small child, like sometimes they fall out of the window, right? So why not adults? Adults, if they want to jump out of the window, but why? Where's the problem? Or they like fall out from the balcony or something, right? Why? Because they have no wisdom. They don't understand. They're playing, right? And then it's after that they fall, right? So fear of consequences is a wisdom. Elsewhere, Shlomo teaches, if you seek it like silver and search it like a burden of treasures, then you will comprehend the fear of Hashem and knowledge of God you find. Okay, so again, if you seek it like silver, so meaning people spend days and nights and months and years seeking treasure, right? And search like a burden treasure, right? Or a person in pursuit of job opportunities, right? Not only but it's in all the senses, and will comprehend the fear of the knowledge of God you'll find. So only if you understand that Hashem says, and we actually made a clip just recently, that the only thing that Hashem calls treasure is the fear of God. That's it. Not the wisdom, not the knowledge of the Torah. The only wisdom the only treasure he calls is the fear of God, right? Yiras Shamayim, and in order to get that, like a person must learn and look everywhere, right, to find it, right? But why you need to look everywhere? Because you know it is treasure. Those who search for silver and other precious items do not engage such pursuits for a day or two. They pursue their quest relentlessly until discovery, and they begin a search for more. So, and what I noticed, and I had a conversation with someone just recently. So some people, they look for a quick fix, whatever they could do is a shortcut, and they don't have patience and stuff like that, and whatever they can, and they ask for a quick fix formula in every field. And it's sometimes I don't understand how is it possible? But about your job, did you go a shortcut formula, or you actually study? You got some certification, you got the education or two educations, and then you got this job, and then you read books, and then you watch videos, and then you went to a training to get a job. But to advance in Judaism, you think it's so simple? It's not. It's not. So we have to do as these people, right? We have to learn from everybody, and you have to we have to learn from these people who hunt for treasure. So it was a fear of Hashem, right? So it does not come easily, it does not come on its own. It's opposite. Satan is doing everything from prevent us to acquire this precious trait. A Jew who forever ponders his creator greatness and good, and the good, the which he is continually showered upon the man, will forever attain the high level of awe from the above, for the above, right? So what does it mean? So a Jew who ponders on the creation Hashem greatness, right, and good that he continuously does it. So lower level of fear is a fear of punishment, right? But higher is a level of fear is actually when a person is in awe before Hashem, because he does not want to spoil this relationship. He does not want to upset, right? So same is a relationship. Sometimes your wife said something or husband said, and the other side does not answer. Not because they're afraid that he's going to slap her or she's going to slap him, right? Or she's going to poison him. No, because they don't want to spoil these relationships, right? So you're extra careful. Without such a growth, one's wisdom will do a little good. So meaning if a person is not going to this direction, acquiring wisdom in order to get fear of Hashem, this wisdom, it's only pages. They know books, they know who said what, they can quote things, but they know some interesting answers and questions. This one, everybody when 2 months of Adar, and one boy was born in his first Adar on this date, and the second on that date, and then when it's only one Adar, so the birthday of this one is going to be before that. All of these things, it's relevant things, right? But what we must work on, fear of Hashem. A person lacking fear in Hashem will be uninspired to fulfill the mitzvah in all of the details, no matter how well he studied them. So meaning, what does it mean? So it says the person who does not have a fear of Hashem, so he does not see that Hashem is standing over and he's looking and he's watching. So if Hashem or somebody important, we will be in a room, so we will try to make impression on him or her, yeah, I'm doing this mitzvah, you do very careful, right? You're going to speak differently, move differently, very, very slow. You even close your eyes for a few seconds and contemplate as you're supposed to do. It's nothing extra, right? But because somebody is in the room. You try to impress that person, right? But here is a little difference. There is nobody in the room. But if person has a fear of Hashem, they're going to do this mitzvah in all of the details, whether somebody is watching or not. He knows Hashem is watching. Moreover, his faculties will be unattuned to those laws which govern their use. Okay. Fear of Hashem inspires a person to guard his tongue, right? Because we know the punishment. And we know that Hashem says, I'm Hashem of justice, and his stamp is emes, meaning that he's going to deliver. Whatever he says, he's going to deliver, right? So and when a person have a fear of God, a fear of punishment in this case, right? So he's not going to do, right? And plus Hashem, it says that Hashem, the Shekhinah is not going to be reveal itself in the presence of these Lashon Hara speakers, right? So why would I want to be in this category of these people or associate myself with these people? So one more time the whole sentence. Fear of Hashem inspires a person to guard his tongue in accordance with the laws which he has studied. Okay. The lack of such fear causes one to ignore these laws. Okay. So some people ignore the laws and think, I did not know, and there is no punishment. But as we always say, it's not punishment if you learn a lot every day, but you didn't get to that law. Yeah, then there is an unintentional. But if person was doing something else when he or she were able to do that to learn, so there is no excuse. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we did this clip. Don't see it. Yes, yeah, that's one of the clips. Okay, so there is one. Thank you very much for posting the clip. But I was referring to something new. I'm not sure if we probably did not post. I think it's from last Friday. Okay, Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Kavod. Would it be easier for someone to acquire this higher level of awe of Hashem? So it's not fear. It's awe, right? Awe of Hashem. Even if a person did teshuvah in a not so painful way, in comparison to those who did. Okay, so let's read again. I'm not sure. Okay, so one more time. Would it be easier for someone to acquire a higher level of yes, that's the thing. Okay, apologize. Would it be easier for someone to acquire this high level of awe of Hashem when a person did teshuvah, when the person did it not in so painful way, compared to those? I think I'm not sure if there is any difference in what way you did teshuvah. So if teshuvah must be real, that the person is not regretful what he did or she did about the olden days, right? Then whatever works, but it's gradual story. So I think it's maybe it's chapter 19 or 18 from BeEzrat HaShem. So out of 26. So if you know, it's like it's very, very high level, very, very high level, but since it is not in the end of the book, so meaning it's all achievable for all of us, and we just follow the steps. Follow the step, BeEzrat HaShem, like he delineates all of the steps. Maybe one day we should learn this book in this class, right? And explain a little different, like with from everybody else. I mean, meaning like with our own twist, right? But I don't see any difference. So even if a person did teshuvah in a painful way, right? If at the end of the day the person is in what is it in a program, if you can say it, so there is no difference, right? So okay, so continue. All right. Okay, I have seen people that do teshuvah in a painful way tend to be more fearful of punishment, at least for a certain time before getting a higher level. Fear of punishment, that's not what we're talking about. Fear of punishment is different. Awe of Hashem is actually the higher level, is the fear of His majesty. When you understand who you're dealing with, fear of punishment is a little lower level. But of course, fear of punishment is that's a first level, right? Right, and all of us alive, we should be on that level. And we should know that Hashem is running the world, and He has a watchful eye, and nothing can get hidden from Him, and He's going to pay the reward, the one who meritorious, and He's going to punish all of the people who are sinful, right? So, and if a person understand, if I'm not going to do teshuvah, I'm going to get punished. So yeah, that's fear of sin.